How do you feel when you hear the word failure? If you're like most people, the feeling and emotion evoked errs more on the negative side of things than the positive. Is feeling negative when you hear that word really our fault? If you asked me, I'd say no. Our culture and society has already decided that answer for us. Compare a winning grade A to a failing grade F. When something has failed, the effort is all but abandoned and terminated. Bad feelings are associated with failure. We're afraid to admit that this even happened to us. We're afraid to tell loved ones that we just didn't make the cut. I failed at that job. I failed in that relationship. I failed as a role model. I failed myself. Just saying these words is really starting to bring me down. Tired of feeling down? Let's change course and sail towards smoother waters. I've got a question for you. Do you honestly think failing is really that bad? I don't. Instead of a dead end, I look at failure as a beginning. Failure is just another chance to get things right. Just because it doesn't work the first time doesn't mean you can't try again until you feel satisfied with your efforts. Why should one shot determine everything? Sometimes we don't realize how much control we have in any given situation. When I speak of control, I don't mean the negative connotation of that word. Control, just like failure, can be a very positive thing. Positive control means that you're using all your energy to see a task through. You are owning the situation. When you reach the finish line, you are the one who feels jubilant because you were the one that got yourself there, no one else. When you have positive control over a situation, then it's up to you to take the time to get to where you want to be. If you fail the first time, so what? You pick yourself up and you do it again. As you keep repeating the same task over in an effort to make it better, you learn something new each and every time you put your foot on the starting line and run the race. Each time you run the race, you have a better understanding of how you can get to the finish line in the best and most effective way possible. Succeeding often means running the race more than once. And such is life. We may only get one chance in the body we have, but it's up to us to make the best of what we do with our bodies once we're here. If that means failing 50 times before we get it right, who cares? The only real judge of yourself is yourself. You can be your own worst enemy. Your inner judge can often be quite harsh with you. But here's a secret. You have control over that too. You make the choice to let your inner judge be as harsh as it wants to be. So, remove that part of you from the race and just enjoy the run. Your inner judge may always be there, but you don't have to agree with what it may tell you. And anyway, are you really your inner judge? No. Could it be that failure is a choice we make? Even if someone says you failed, isn't it your choice to buy into that belief or not? Even if the whole world thinks you failed, who cares? What you think and feel about any situation is totally up to you. and no one else. You are a winner each and every time, whether you fail or not. We are all winners. Winning is a choice. It's an attitude. Winning is a mindset that's totally up to you. Winning is an inner experience, not an outer one. Getting there is what's important, not how many times it took to win the race. The fact that we ran in the race is what's important. The first person to cross the finish line is just as special, just as important, just as worthy, just as loving, just as great a human being as the very last person to cross that very same finish line. Failing has everything to do with living life to its fullest potential. Failing is what life is all about. And don't you forget it the next time you make the choice to think you failed. So in effect, couldn't we really say that failing is really winning? How you choose to see it is always up to you. This is Robert, you are the captain of your ship, Landau. Thank you for listening, you winner you.